This is a cocked crossbow. You need to have healthy respect for crossbows, especially ones that are storing this much energy. We're going to tell you in our video series how to get to this position, how to cock your crossbow safely, how to get out in the field and hunt. Number one, you should read your instruction manual, but always have a healthy respect for your crossbow. Always keep it pointed in a safe direction. And really in crossbows, don't rely on your safety, just like in firearms. Our crossbow is unique. It has a lot of features. It has an anti-dry fire system. It will not shoot unless there's an arrow in the bow. And when we load an arrow in the bow, we'll go under the arrow hold down and you'll see the anti-dry fire lever drop. When that lever drops, that means the anti-dry fire is deactivated, and that's one of the measures that you need to have in place for the bow to shoot. So in this condition, the bow won't shoot. In this condition, it will. So the visual anti-dry fire system on a Kodabow is really exceptional and is one of our safety measures. Obviously, when you're shooting, be sure of your target. And crossbows are unique. Arrows are kind of funny things. They can hit the ground and glance up into the air and go great distances. So be sure of your backstop and really what's beyond your backstop. Use the proper arrows. All crossbow arrows are 22/64" diameter. So don't use smaller, shorter. Read what your manufacturer says. At Kodabow, we use a 20" arrow with a flat rear nock. And these are carbon fiber arrows. We really are fond of the carbon fiber. Again, inspect your bow for debris. Inspect your bow for worn parts. We've talked about the importance of having all your fasteners tight. So again, a visual inspection and including inspecting your fasteners to ensure that they're tight and they haven't vibrated loose is key. One of the biggest issues in crossbows and shooting them safely is to be mindful of the string path. The string path is defined as everywhere that the string is going to move. So as this string goes forward and contacts these rubber bumpers, anything in its path will really get hit very hard. So if the arrow is going to move at 300 feet per second or faster, the string's moving at 300 feet per second or faster, so you need to pay attention to your string path. Flex your arrows, inspect your arrows. It's a carbon fiber arrow. If it has a micro crack in it and it's been compromised, when you go to shoot it and subjected to this much force, that arrow could come apart. So the way to prevent that is to inspect your arrow before you shoot. Don't store your crossbow in this cocked position overnight or for long periods of time. Seems kind of obvious, but some people might say, well, hey, it looks good, I'll just leave it that way. Don't do that. It's too much energy and it's unsafe. Don't carry it in your vehicle in a cocked position. Don't change your string or your limbs unless you've watched our videos and read our instruction manual and know what you're doing. One of the unique features of a Kodabow is you'll see the initial assembly is pretty easy, but because you can remove the bowstring, you can actually take your bow down and really fit it in a small package for travel, should you want to do that. Don't cock your crossbow until you're ready to load it. Always, again, be mindful of the high forces involved in the crossbow. These limbs, when the bow is shot, will extend and go outwards about 3.5 inches on each side. So one other important measure is if there's any type of obstruction, a tree, a rock, near your limbs when you shoot any crossbow, the limbs will hit that and really transfer a lot of force back to the shooter and cause significant damage to your bow. Know that your bow is built very well. We build it out of the best materials we can find. We make no compromises. If you read your instructions and you pay attention, and certainly you keep your hands out of the string path below the rail, and that's very helpful with our grip system, because here in this position, I'm always out of the string path. You're going to have a safe shooting experience and a successful hunt.